Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have finally reached the Dragon's Den. Well, I did a level ago, but I wanted to make a video soloing it because not very many people have actually done it yet. Only about 1,400 or so people have the badge, so I thought it'd be fun to make a video over it because I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious what is actually inside of that dungeon level raid. I really don't know what you call it. So before I hop into the Dragon's Den, I do want to show off the gear I'm using. I'm still using the Ragnarok Mythic from my last video, super duper good, and I have a level 4 fire enchant on it that just does a ton of damage over time. I got a green health potion for level 49, giving me 2,200 health, it's great. Then I also got a level 49 blue fireball doing 20.4k. So we are pretty stacked for our level, and yeah, overall the Dragon's Den is actually a pretty difficult one to solo. So without anything else to say, I'm gonna go ahead and load it up on hardcore. So first of all, this is one of the most beautiful levels or dungeons. I'm just gonna call them dungeons. This is one of the most beautiful dungeons in the game. I love the volcanoes, the neon colors and everything just looks very, very good. And then of course, as usual, all the mobs have very good animations. And this dungeon is just like all the others. It has the same formula. First room is gonna be super easy mobs that have very, very low health. Next room is gonna be a little harder, and then so on and so forth. And then you get to the boss, and this dungeon definitely has the hardest boss in the game. On to room 2, which has the most adorable mob in the game, the Dragon Spark, and something that's funny is since these guys are so small, they keep getting stuck on the little tiny pebbles that they have on the floor of the level design, and oftentimes they get left behind and then you have to walk back, get them back in your group, and then wait to use Fireball and stuff. Plus they all kind of look like Charmanders, but slightly off, like just slightly off Charmander. So now we're on to the third room. If you are wondering, you can safely walk over all the lava. It doesn't actually damage you or anything, it just looks nice. So in this room you got like eggs with black demon spawns of molten lava coming out of it. So one thing you guys have definitely noticed is all of their attacks are kind of hard to dodge. So one thing with all the other dungeons is when the mobs do their attacks, they're typically in a pretty tiny radius and it's very easy to dodge. However, all the mobs in here, for the most part, do a very large hexagon style attack, which spawns in at your feet, so they can be a little annoying to dodge. And anyways, here we are on the fourth room where we now fight the off-brand Charizards. They look so much like Charizard that at first I thought it was actually like an illegal copy of it from a Pokemon game. Something else that is kind of funny about this level is you can get way out of the map for no reason. Like, it doesn't benefit you, but you can climb all the way up to the top of these volcanoes if you want to. I mean, all the mobs, as you can see, get stuck, and it's not like you're going to be hitting them from up here, so it's kind of pointless, but I find it funny that you can get this far out of the Dragon's Den. Oh god, okay. I almost walked off the level into like the void. Let's not do that. You guys probably also noticed that all the mobs in here hit really hard. I will safely say that Dragon's Den is a very big jump up from Toy World. A lot of the other dungeons aren't this noticeable of a difficulty jump up, but I do think this is my favorite one because it is nice to have an actual challenge, but I'm sure once you do it like a million times, it's not going to be hard at all. Also, Mythics, now that I've been using it for a lot of levels, are so broken on level. This level 45 sword has been absolutely carrying me throughout, just pretty much ever since I got it at 45. I'm still using it at 50, and I'll probably still use it until 55. It's just so good. And I do kind of hope they remove it to where you can no longer just buy them for Robux, because now that I have experience with how broken they are, I don't think you should be able to do that. On to, I think this is the fifth room, which has the fully evolved versions of the shadows, which look like luchador wrestlers. I literally don't know why they're based off of wrestlers, but for whatever reason, in a volcano, we have dragons, and then we have wrestlers that hatch from eggs. I'm not going to question it, just going to go with it. What is kind of nice about the shadows is they're really easy to get hunched up in a really tight ball, and Fireball is really good against mobs that can get really tight together, so they're not too bad to kill, but they do hurt really bad if you get hit by their basic punch. And that is the last of that one, and then I think this is room 6, so this should be the last one. Yeah, this is the last one before the boss, where you just fight a couple of all of them together, and yeah. So overall, this one is definitely very hard. I have died plenty of times when farming this. It is it is definitely not one that you can just do without paying attention. I do recommend farming collage over this a little bit, because collage, you can fight mobs of very high level, 71, 75 if you get far enough, versus this, the most you can get it to is 58 when you're doing it on expert. So collage is a little bit better for XP, and collage does still give gear once you end it or once you get defeated, so it is debatable what's more worth farming once you get high level, because from level like 47 to 50, it took a long time. The game definitely does slow down once you get higher level, and now that the double XP event is gone, well, it's been gone for a couple of days, it's definitely been taking a lot longer to level up. And that is the last of that. So this is the hardest boss in the game, the Dragon Inferno. So the reason why this boss is so hard is all the other bosses besides Snake Naga, kind of Snake Naga, it's complicated. You can sit outside their range, AFK them, just have an auto clicker, attack them, or just sit there and attack them yourself, just be out of their range and be fine. However, Dragon Inferno has a couple of moves that counter this. He has that one right there where he spawns spikes where you're standing, and he has this one where he shoots a bunch of white balls out at random directions, and then he also has this clockwork ability, which is really annoying. So as you can see, this is a pretty difficult boss to fight, and the clockworks do a lot. Whenever your health gets too low to where the clock hands or the white ball or any of those will one-shot you, I recommend that is when you start trying to long range him with fireball. But you can't just stay still like I said. With the other bosses you can stay still, with this one no, you gotta keep moving the whole time and really pay attention. So I never mentioned it, but the clockwork hand does about 3.6k to me, so keep that in mind. It does around 1/3 to 1/4 ish of your health, so you can get hit around 4 times. It is worth getting close to him because constant sword attacks is always going to be better than just using only a fireball or something. So just gotta get good at dodging the clock hands. It is very hard. Like, I'm not very good at it yet. I'm only level 50, so I've only done this a few times, but I can definitely tell it's gonna be like a Snake Naga. At first, Snake Naga felt impossible. Like, the card mechanic was extremely annoying to figure out. But then once you figure it out, it's just a breeze, and I feel like this is gonna be the same way. We're actually having pretty lucky of a run. Ooh, that hurt. Besides that, we're having a pretty lucky run because I never got hit by the clock hands yet, but now that I said that, they're gonna probably kill me in a sec. Normally it's harder than this. Normally he spams those clock hands a lot more. Oh god, there we go. Oh, that was so close to me dying. I honestly don't know how that didn't hit me. Since he only has 39k health, let's stay outside the circle, walk around and just long range him. Also, I forgot to say it, I love this arena for the boss. It looks so cool. They did a really good job with it. And then that should be, yes, there we go. That is the Dragon's Den. As you can see, super hard raid. It is one of my favorites. And yeah, I know this video wasn't super duper long, but I did want to make one just showing off the Dragon's Den. I'm going to be farming it a bunch off camera. I'm playing a whole bunch more of this game, so I can start making some gear guides and other stuff like that here soon. Now that I've reached high level, I'll start to make more videos on the game, because now I actually understand it and can. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you later this week with more content. Bye!